All right, guys, we're going to talk about Bitsbox Level 1. That is the first level of actual code that you will be writing. We will be talking a little bit about Java coding. You can come back and watch this video. If the link here doesn't work, there's a link at the bottom. So you will watch that intro to what is programming, and then you will also come over here and you will learn about pixels and how they work. Again, the video is right here, and the link to the video, in case that video is not playing on the screen, is right here. Before you do anything else, I want you to create, just kind of play around with this pixel program at the very bottom of the screen. That will allow you to create an image using pixels, and then you'll have a better idea of how to create an image using pixels. So, some really important things to know. When you are coding in Bitsbox, you will be putting some numbers in the parentheses. We'll be showing you that in just 1 second. Those are called coordinates. The x-axis runs horizontal. The y-axis runs vertical. So when you're trying to move objects, you have to remember that. You also have to remember a pixel is very small and that you are moving them per pixel. Here is a good example of that. Again, the x-axis runs horizontal. The y-axis runs vertical. When coding in Bitsbox JavaScript, the first number is the x. So this pig is at 300 pixels. The y, or horizontal, is 500 pixels. So that's going to tell you exactly where it will appear on your screen. So 300 and 500. So pixels on the screen go from XY 0, 0. That's that top left corner. That is your 0 and 0. 0x, 0y. Then the very bottom corner of the screen will be 768 for the x-axis. The y-axis is 1024. Any number under or over will be off the screen. So just because if you go into the negative numbers in the top, that just means it's where you can't see it. Same thing like this. If you put 867, it's going to be off screen. So just remember that. Just because you put a number in doesn't mean it will appear on the screen. It has to be between 0 and 768 and 0 and 1024. There are 3 main ideas you have to understand. One is fill. Fill is the background image for the Bitsbox library. There are lots of fills to choose from. Here are some examples. There's a blue fill, and that will give you a completely blue screen. The fill for underwater theme will give you an example of an underwater area. Stamps are basically the characters. There are many, many to choose from. There is a whole library of them. You will be coding, your first code will be doing this little kind of monster character. They're using their Cyclops example. Again, you would have to put in the coordinates and the size. So again, you really want to pay attention to this slide because it helps you understand the X, Y, and size. So again, size appears at the end. Text. Text has many, many features. The text command writes text on the screen or words on the screen. When you specify a screen location for text, you're specifying the position. So again, you have to tell it what text to say, the position of the text. You can even tell it the color and font of the text. When you are completed with this level 1, you will do a card called Card Hero. That one, you are going to design the whole app on your own. You're going to decide the fills, the stamps, the text. You can even add sound if you want. Again, you will be using just all the other apps as a guide to help you code this last card. When you are done, or the way you will show your work, you will go through this slideshow. You will also be, over the next few days, coding mini apps. Again, the apps I want you to code will be in Google Classroom. So the first one you're going to do is these mini apps with this character. All I want you to do is when you go to Bitsbox, you're going to go to Bitsbox, you're going to log into your account. Remember, we always use kids sign in. Sign in with Google. You will use Google Classroom to grab the code, type the code, and for example, I'm going to show you my hot stuff code. So you will copy, Control C, and then you will come to your Bitsbox thing. I'm going to close that so you can hear me better. And you will create a text box where you can paste your code in. So that way, when I'm checking your work, I can see what you've typed. So it's as easy as that to show your work. Again, each card has its own Google slide. So please copy and paste your code in there so I can see what you wrote. And this will take us several days. So I'm only going to assign a few apps a day for you to code and show your work in the Bitsbox Level 1 work area. I hope you have a great day. If you need anything, please email me.